Damn, supposedly this game starts in like 20 seconds. I wonder if that's true. I'm about to click the button. Virtual clicking. 10 sec. And then I'll see how long the queue is, and... Geez, am I playing a game of Age of Sigmar while we wait? Queue begins in 3 seconds. Like, I'm talking to the target audience of Bolt Gun. If you're not the target audience, get out. You need to escape. Oh shit, hold up. Is this happening? Oh, word? Queued for login? Back to the walk. Back to the walk. We walking. Christopher walking over here. Anyway, I'll show you the screen. 2 minutes? Tilde 2 minutes left. The tilde. How long the queue? I guess we'll do this. Do you mind sharing where we are walking? It's really pretty, but you just can't place the locale. Oh, no problem. Hey, good question. I got plenty of time to talk about it. What I did was I went to Google and I typed in 4K 1 hour forest rain autumn walk, and then I found a good one, and then I ripped it off of YouTube onto my computer, and then I applied Persona music. So that's where it comes from. In the real world, I don't go outside. But that's how I find all the walks. The snow walk, the rainforest walk, all of them. I just type in like 4K 1 hour walk, and then some loose descriptors, and sometimes I find something good, and usually I don't. Imagine queuing for a single player game. Imagine taking a single player game and forcing it to be the most diet, caffeine-free MMO light ever for zero reason that just makes it worse, so that you're more likely to buy cosmetics from the shop. But, you know, who am I? I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy who doesn't go outside. Como Hugar a la Guardia Imperial, 40k. I don't understand your question, Santiro, for 2 very important reasons. 1, I don't speak Spanish, which I think that is. And 2, I don't know much about 40k. More of an Age of Sigmar guy. But if the question was, you know, aesthetic or opinion based, I could answer it. Would you play Imperial Guard, I believe? No, I don't like them aesthetically. This is just an opinion on a matter of artistic taste. But I don't like Imperial Guard at all in a space game. I understand the old versus new dynamic, you know? You got World War soldiers thrown into the future, everything else is crazy. Here's a sense of normalcy, like the common man, to pull you towards a little grounding, right? But I don't care about World War stuff. It's not my thing. Average soldiers and tanks and arm badges and just stuff like that, none of that's compelling to me. But good question. Well, it is to a lot of people. I think it's a popular army, I'm not sure. But it doesn't hit me. That was a pretty short queue. We were waiting for hours, like we went to sleep for the queue of... Right, am I supposed to be able to see this? This thing right here? I'm looking at it on my second monitor, and Lilith is very visible to you, chat. But not to me on the main monitor. Main monitor is mostly for, like,
Twitch Prime.
Production work. So, all right. Screen reader enables dictation of screen elements. I don't want it. Tivoli things with a big primer. I appreciate it. Screen reader. I don't want that. Text to speech. I don't want that. Next. All right. Font scale. How old are you? I think medium. I'm medium aged, right? This is fine. I'm not colorblind. I'd be pretty bad at my job if I was. Player highlight draws a highlight around the, I don't want stupid lines drawn around me. Looks too arcadey. Is that Marathi? Basically, yeah. Anyway, Tivoli thinks with a big primer. Screen checks. Combat hit flash. Will enable hit flashes on character while hitting a monster or during combat. That's probably ugly, but whatever. Highlight player when obscured, sure. Subtitle. Alright. We start game. We'll hide the mouse. Should I be up here? Where are we moving the camera? I wonder. Let's move it. What if I was down here? Is that better?
Quiet. Shut up.
Shut up.
They have our scent. Run!
Oh.
Just keep running. Are you out of your mind? He's not going to make it. He has to.
Blessed Akarat, thy eternal light protects me. Thy divine
Haste.
guides.
Look at me. All the gold we want is right there.
Gold.
I just came here for knowledge.
They're coming! I know. Get over here! Now, breach the seal. Get us through that door.
That better not be Tyrael. Nope, it's some guy.
Oh, light, help me. By three, they come. By three, my way opens. Blood shows. This doesn't make any sense. Blood. Blood is the key. Blood is the key!
What?
I need two of you!
No, go! I'll hold them!
Probably a bad sign.
So, it says the blood of the willing goes...
You gotta be kidding me! It worked!
Oh, easy, we're in.
We have to help him!
He's dead already.
Hey, that's a rough one, kid.
It's a shame he didn't make it.
There was nothing we could do.
It's better 3 ways instead of 4.
You could get out, though.
Must be
Break on the rocks. It sounds like a problem for future them, not current them. Blizzard always does good cinematics, the only thing they're consistent with. Hey, they also do great raid encounters and good sound design.
Hail the
That's
creator.
it.
Hail the daughter of...
Even their art is kind of starting to slip.
What about the coin? What's it say?
This is
Although when they really try, their art
this
is still
a summoning.
phenomenal.
I cannot speak.
Don't lie to me!
We came here for treasure. What is this place?
I don't know. Maybe it's a temple. Or a tomb, or...
It's a gate.
It's a gate.
And blood is the key.
He's okay, folks. Nagash sends his regards.
Blessed Akrat, thy eternal light protects me. Thy divine wisdom guides me. Though my path is walked in darkness, guide my soul to thy sacred ways.
From the abyss, we seek thy salvation. By three they come. By three the way opens. By the blood of the willing. We call thee home.
Mr. Book from Dark City looking ass evil guy. Looks great.
Come.
Blessed Akrat, thy eternal light protects me. Thy divine wisdom guides me. Though my
Open your eyes.
eternal light protects me. Eternal light protects me. Thy eternal light protects me.
This is how you do an evil wizard? They gotta be bald? True.
You came to the darkness for knowledge.
You came to the darkness for knowledge. And you go learn today.
Yes.
And all the knowledge you seek is here. Surrender. Speak the words. Call her home.
By three, they come. By three, thy way opens. By the blood of the willing. We
Willing.
call thee.
Okay. Technicalities, but that's fine. Wizard shaves his brows too. Hey, you gotta look the part.
Hail, daughter of hatred. Creator of sanctuary. Hail,
My lady.
Lilith.
You've never been attracted to anything this much before. He's just like me.
Blessed Mother.
Blessed
Save us.
mommy. It should have been me, not him. It's not fair. Alright, so who we playing? Barbarian, Necromancer, Sorcerer, Rouge, Big Druid. Oh, we got presets. Customized Big Druid gameplay. No Paladin detected. Not a real Diablo game confirmed. Eye Color. I'll just give him the black beady eyes. Face variations. I mean, I'm chilling with one. That's fine. Where's the chest hair slider? Let's see. Let's see about this. Alright, we got hair. Too high up. Just a bunch of hair. Maybe he's got just a bunch of hair. 11 beards? I knew this game was for me. How come this looks so bad? Like, even games that look good nowadays still cannot do beards. Like, they look so fake. I don't know what the problem is. There's something stopping the technology from working. I don't know what it is. Yo, S-Vand? Straight up S-Vand. Nice. This one's pretty good because that's a large beard. I just want the most. This one's pretty good too because it's even bigger. I don't like the... What is this thing called? The loop? What's the difference between 11 and 1? Let's see. No eyebrows. You got some Aztec no eyebrow having look to it. I think we just go with the most possible hair. In all ways. Where's the titty jiggle? Too strong, I guess. Too barrel chested. Alright, yeah, not a lot of hair options, not a lot of good hair options. This one's kind of nice, actually. Sultan Heywoah. Alright, you can change this later anyway, so we're chilling. And I'll wear a helmet. Hair color. Like, look at how bad this looks. Chestnut, black, red, garnet, midnight ruby. It's just black, right? It's just that. He looks like pissed off Maui. Yeah. Makeup? Oh, hold up. Hold up. We got some makeup. I'm going to give him the sleep-deprived number 2, I think. This one is looking properly stayed up all night playing Diablo 4. Yeah. Any jewelry? I'm not a big fan of jewelry. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, especially the nose stuff. Nose stuff, ugly and dumb. Nah, he's chilling. Markings? Marking color. Yo, blood markings. Alright, I'm in. Ogre markings. Oh, shit. Okay. This is kind of sick. We get like a summoning. Yo, the summoning shoulder. This is the power shoulder. Yo, I'm digging the power shoulder. Justice. Just stuff everywhere. The swirly whirly. Double snakies. Quake. Where? Did I miss the quake? I kind of like the power shoulder. Yeah. This is the power shoulder. Dollar store quake. Alright, power shoulder, I'm in. This is it? Okay. Pretty bare bones character creator that can't do beards in the year of our Lord 2023. But that's fine. No, I don't want to play on hardcore. Can I just be called Big? Yes, I can. Yo, first person to get the Big name? Okay. Give me tutorials. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I looked it up. So in the server slam, I did veteran. But apparently, it's more efficient to do World Tier 1 because you don't get much for the more challenging monsters. So you just don't get much. You just switch to veteran right before you do like the final act boss or something. So we do that. Oh no, queue for game start? It's time. Yes, it's okay. Diablo can access my computer, it's fine.
For humankind. It was forged as a refuge from the war between the high heavens and the burning hells.
A refuge.
Instead, it became a new battleground in this eternal conflict.
Yo, that poor
A
horse.
secretive group called the Haradrim has kept mortals safe. But now this once powerful order is a husk of what it was.
You thought that was a fatal error? No, it was trying to
Centuries
access the
ancient
internet.
creators have returned to claim the hearts of humankind.
The demons and the angels
This
both
is the
shall know
story
my name.
of their downfall.
Big. Decent looking crow. Alright, your guy in the cutscenes doesn't look great. I guess in-game cutscene, so okay. But did I play any other classes of the beta or just the Druid? I wasn't in the beta. I was only in the Server Slam free weekend. And I was busy that weekend, so I could only play for a few hours. So, yeah, I played Druid for a little bit. That horse is carrying 600 pounds of nature's fury. Big gasp. Big grunt. This is already good. I knew this dialogue would be. Big frustrated sigh. We're already paying off, and we're not even into the game yet. Branch started moving before his arm hit it. Are there in-game cutscenes where you're wearing your clown suit? Yes. Yep. And so, you know, your wife is like, the first thing I noticed about you was your beautiful face, and it cuts to your in-game custom character that you made look like the fucking Grinch. With one eye way bigger than the other, that kind of stuff. Big chagrin. Big labored breathing. It's just the Everwinter. You were born here. Deal with it. Big sigh. This will not get old. I agree. Big beats the game, Huskards will finally be good. That's what Games Workshop promised me. In person. My character is big breathing. A lot. Oh, what do I got?
Better shelter before I freeze.
Press Y to view challenges. Hey, alright. Options. Windowed full screen, sharpen image, font scale. HDR, no thanks. Limit cutscene FPS, sure. Vertical sync, look cursor. Color blindness. I don't think I need this because I'm not playing in 4K. Same with this. Just alter everything, sure. How's the sound? Are you guys hearing the voices okay? I probably have to turn the effects volume down to like 40, I bet, because I bet the effects are like way too loud, you know? Music could chill at 80, and like dialogue a hundo, probably. Yeah, SJ is muted, but that's by design. Combat hit flash, strobing, all this stuff. I'll figure this out later, yeah. Centered HUD. When comparing item tooltips, properties gain lost and changes to equip skills will be displayed. Yeah, let's do that. Item property ranges, yeah, let's do that. Push to show for 10 seconds. Skill toggle behavior. I'll figure all this stuff out later. Character panel is C or I. I don't want that at all. I want that to be B, because it's B for backpack. I'm an old gamer. I remember that. Ambient music is good. Oh, so we should have ambient music be fine. Like 100's okay. Toggles abilities, which is A. That's weird. I guess that's fine. It's not WSAD, right? So skill is S, abilities A, journal is J or L. That's fine. Shop screen, I don't need that to be anything. Yo, there's clans in this game? Let's go. Alright, we're in. Move interact, core skill, 1, 2, 3, 4. Force move should be... Oh, yeah, I was gonna say spacebar should be force move, but like it was in D3. But I think I do want evade to be spacebar. Force interact is F. Look at certain points of interest. Okay. On portal T, use potion Q. I think this is fine. I can work with this once we get to it. Social. Don't show me any friend stuff. Show all the bubbles. Yeah, sure. Okay. Return to game. We got a totem and a club. Create clan. Clan's name. Heywoah Enjoyers. Clan tag. Big. Clan tab is clan description. PvE, social, leveling. Yeah. Four big guys. Your clan has been created. Adjust clan settings. Message of the day. Plan information. I don't know. I'll do that later. I'll do all this stuff later. Heraldry. 2 swords. A bunch of spikes. I kind of like the mountainous range here. All right, this looks kind of cool. Go for the trium. Symbol layout. The heart. Dual snake head. How do we get a chicken wing? Flames is kind of like barbecue, right? There's got to be a hammock somewhere. All right, the flaming Diablo head. The crowd. The bird at the top. Oh, what? Yeah, what about bird on fire? Double flamies. Hot wings. Bird on fire means hot wings. We did it. We're here. I actually like the colors already. The colors are fine. The Vulture. And who are we banning? Alright, close. Big. Alright. Shall we play the game? Eat it, wolf. Don't have a skill yet. Yo, get hit. Ban all paladins? Already happened. Get clubbed. We have a... We start out with a Morning Star. It's kind of fun.
Demons everywhere. Fangs in the dark.
What is this strange voice?
Careful! He's a wild one.
He's a wild one.
What's it to you?
Oswen, hush! I'm sorry, Wanderer. You've come at a
Malding
difficult
star.
time. This madman just stumbled into town and started causing trouble.
Demons spilling from the ruins.
Trouble
Kill
starter.
us all! Kill us all!
Ruins? What is he talking about?
Come, I'll explain.
No offense taken, I did sort of kick in your door and start asking questions. Who is this?
There is evil staring in the ruins to the north. That
Ruins to
poor
the
monk
north?
back there must have gone inside. Even a holy man like him was driven mad by whatever he saw.
A word?
Could you protect us from whatever is out there? We have nowhere else to turn.
The evil stirring in those ruins is an affront against nature. I will make things right.
Driven mad.
Oh, thank you.
Oh shit. Powers? I believe Storm Strike is the good one, yeah. Electricity gathers around your weapon, dealing a pathetically small amount of damage and chaining to up to 3. You gain 25% DR for 3 seconds, so we're gonna be big. The entire point of this build is to be huge.
I have remedies if you're injured.
Thanks, healer. Probably will tune off, but you wanted to mention that you are in fact mowing your lawn listening? Damn, nice. Alright, so I get 25 DR for free just by attacking. It's actually pretty good. It ain't bad. Accidentally also killed a deer, but it's fine. Shouldn't have wandered too close. You love how druids look carrying totems. I think it's cool. They're just hauling it. They're just hauling a totem around. Any totem haulers in chat? Treasure. Deer knew the dangers. Well, if it didn't know it before, it does now. For all that's worth. I haul totems, ask me anything. Reddit. So when I did the Silver Slam weekend, there were boots that give you an extra charge of this dash here. Seemed like absolutely required to play. Double dashies. Druids are not like particularly fast necessarily. 15% chance to immobilize all enemies for 2.5, sure. Immobilize is good because it's not really about the enemies not being able to move. That's kind of no big deal. Oh, I thought these explosions would go away, but they just stick around. At least this guy's dying to it. But there's like affixes on gear where it's like bonus damage to crowd controlled or slowed enemies or something like that, and so it's just sort of free way to unlock that bonus. Any deer could be a wild shape. True, yeah. Just being careful. Just careful things. He gets back up. The classic fallen shaman resurrecting his boys. Nice to see them in Diablo 2 all the way to 4. Pathetic. Your damage isn't even not reduced by 25% while I'm attacking. Your mate just got home, shouted, "Get out of my way, I need to see Jury my wife," and slammed the door. Oh, Street Fighter 6. Good work. Really great work. Jury my wife. Are we playing the big barbarian? No. I was a barbarian in Diablo 3 because Whirlwind was overpowered, but now they've given me a druid who's physically slightly larger than a barbarian and gets to turn into a baron shit, so I'm in. Cammy? Yeah, Cammy. Excellent waifu choice. Good taste. Oh, press button to evade attacks like that? Okay. I guess I could move out of the way too, but... So we're just attacking. Okay, so when he starts hitting, like, in front of him, I'm supposed to zoom away. And and then he wastes a bunch of time doing stuff before he turns around. He's learning. Also, I am vulnerable. Oh, I can dodge all of his hits by just moving. I guess I could just move. Yo, his stun gaze. His stun gauge. Yo, X fall about the X fall. Got him. Get me out of here. Level 4. Oh, hold up. Pulverize. Let's go. Alright. Bear gameplay begin. Dude. The bear looks so sick. And then it like turns back into some guy. 26 dam. Yeah, let's pick up the dam. Put on some shoes. Alright. Axe warrior. Red warrior is about to die.
You've returned.
Needs food badly.
The old ruins are clear. Your town should be safe now.
Truly. Ha! By the light, you are heaven sent.
By the light. He can turn into a bear, to be fair. You think he already is one? Oh, for
We
sure.
haven't any coin to offer.
But it doesn't mean you can't, you know, go hard.
Stay for a pint.
Wash out the taste of the stew.
No
We'd
thanks.
be honored if you'd join us.
Just chilling. Alright. Inside me are 2 bears. These people are nice, so they're dying, right? Damn, they're almost... They're a little too nice. We'll get this one too. I think it's kind of a neat idea. The townsfolk that lure adventurers to their town with like a... Oh, please save us, you know, and then just loot them. Oswen, heavy breathing. The dog is complicit. He's working on it. Rathma's property. And Oswin's job is hard. Did they drug us with their mad dance moves? No, they drugged us with good old-fashioned drugs. Something doesn't seem right about this barn. What could it mean? Where did I put my sacrificial
my
dagger?
mother's blood, my mother's body. So, shall you witness her glory before
Was that the
you
Reapers?
die?
It's just candle wax, bro. Don't worry. Okay. He's a sculptor. A sculptor of flesh. Ooh, get clubbed, idiot. Got him. Iosef?
They're coming! The whole damn village! Get out! Get out! We have to fight our way out! There!
The whole village.
Take them! May the light preserve us. Lost souls! All of you!
Oh, get cleaved. Hey, it's a fundamental crude totem. No thanks. Town seems fundamentalist enough. Oh wait, I'm a bear. I have bear smash.
You are blessed like us now.
Look, my party, Big Yosef.
Light willing. Madman. Those heretics drugged me after I returned from the ruins. Just like you. I came to my wits and escaped. Tried to get inside the chapel, but it was locked and...
Big wretch.
What manner of evil is this? Petals?
That was the whole town. Probably just part of it.
They must have fed them to me. A blasphemous ritual.
I forget, was the Druid's class upgrade quest in the betas? It was not, Samjuski. Well, okay. It was in the beta that, like, special people got to play for a month, but it wasn't in the server slam that I was in.
Might be on that woman who was leading them.
And I think 25 is still too low for the previous beta. Oh, chapel key? Is there like a secret chest back here? No. Got my good old lumberjack vest on. Unlock the Dawa. Fury Speedwagon, redeemed meme ad. Hey, alright. We're gonna have music in the background.
Right now,
you
could be savoring the rich, creamy flavor of angel food ice cream. It's the extra cream in angel food that blends all of your favorite flavors so they're always smooth and creamy, never pointy. How about some rich and creamy angel food ice cream right now?
It's the extra cream in angel food. Alright, anyway.
Only fire can cleanse the darkness in this place.
True, I'm gonna burn this place down.
But hurry, I will prepare the torch. Is this real?
Oh. More cutscenes. Running child giggles. You are acutely aware of your ice creamlessness, and you blame Heywoah. Sorry, Dinma. There's still time. You can fix it in the future.
Shameful. Our Father has granted you a path to salvation. And yet, you stray from it. At every opportunity.
Madge.
You drink.
God, that beard looks so bad.
Gamble. You
How can they
covet
do this?
and steal. Shameful.
It's 0150 here. I cannot fix it. Is that a zip code? Is that an area code? Do you live in a computer and that's like your IO address?
Sin is their birthright.
Milady.
My children. The lords of hell are coming to devour our world. Salvation lies not in the light, but in you. The faith has taught you to deny your heart's desire and turned you into a prisoner
Heterochromia?
within yourself. Break
I'm
the
ready to sign up on
chains
Lilith's team.
and discover who you were meant to be. Break the chains
POV my eyes.
and be beautiful in sin.
You know, let's pause the video. Lilith makes a very good point here. I do kind of dig that she's offering a third path, at least at this point. Same. I don't much care for her worshippers, but I understand why they follow her.
It's me. I brought your child into this world.
And fake beard man will take you from this world. Well, that's a good crazy face. That's a good looking crazy face. Or as I like to call it, the average normal trying to look like face. For Mass Effect. Who
They
did?
have awakened, Mother.
Mother.
The first of many. Go to the dry steps and continue your preparations. Now, our true work begins.
Now, there is a druid in the world I have to go hit on.
You came to thank the light.
I sure did after that cutscene.
Looking for the town priest. He stopped sending tithes, and I came to find out why. As I neared the village, I sensed darkness around the ruins. I went to investigate.
You were tempted to get this game, but there's no paladin? I know. It's sad.
Foolishly, I took shelter
Maybe they
in
want the
the
game to be darker, and so a hero like a paladin just doesn't belong in a world like this. But that's pure copium and spin. There just should be.
You collapsed inside. I thought the darkness had swallowed you. I dragged you here and put this cursed place to the torch. What happened to you in there?
I saw a vision.
Paladin is paid DLC, mark my words. I mean, it has to be, right? They'd be silly not to do that.
She wanted to help the people survive.
Well, not paid DLC, but like an expansion or a season journey or something like that.
Children. And they welcomed her like
There probably won't be just a paladin spinning in the store that you click on. It's probably going to be part of something, but still, like, they'd be silly not to do that.
Cannot be.
I must report to the cathedral.
You're trying to buy this game and the payment system is down? SG Arcade, that's shocking to me.
But he knows of the
Of all the things that...
be useful to us.
Of all the things that, like, I expected not to work day one, I expected them being able to accept payments to be the thing they had to make sure worked, right? Because priorities. Who is the mother?
Do not call her that. It is a demon.
Do not call her mommy.
Gospel says that she
Get some
will
help.
walk among
Sorry,
the
Iosif.
people,
I couldn't help
praising
myself.
as the mother of sanctuary. If she is here, it is humankind's own sin that has brought her. He surrounds himself with dark knowledge. Tread carefully. And
Yosef
pray
hates
he
to
has
see a
not
big
fallen
flat
to
stay
Lilith
winning.
as well.
Don't worry, payment hasn't gone through yet for Kajade Belade. I think for the first time chat. I'm surprised. You'd think a company like Blizzard that does what Blizzard does would make 100% sure that you can give them money at very least. Like I would expect them to sacrifice everything, you know, for that. It's kind of impressive. Or just the game's like super popular. And 4 million people are trying to buy the game like right now. And like no website could handle that or something. I don't know. Who knows? SG Arcade thinks of the tier 1 gifter. Oh, sniped Dinma? Get sniped. Sellers. Alright, bear smashing gameplay. You love to see it. Kind of nice. Reward unlocked challenge. Where am I supposed to be going? Oh, just somewhere here. Oh, there's a lethal shrine? What's that? What's that?
I'm not ready yet.
It's a lethal shrine. Yo, just blast. Alright. Turn into bear, everyone dies. Sounds good. Okay, it's just a thing. It's just a thing, and then dudes show up. Sounds good. +5, -31, free necklace. All right, we're good. Magic Bear makes things disappear. He seems to. I'm enjoying it. I played it up to like level 20 in the Surfer Slam, and it was enjoyable, but kind of like really, really hot and cold, you know, like kind of bad, and then you pressed pulverize and everything died, and then kind of bad. I imagine with gear it's incredible. It's one of those. Spoilers. Oh, spider host? That's kind of cool. Oh, and then it blows up and freezes you. Okay. I'm learning. The slam. Oh, your next pulverize, overpower. I think we just... I think I just go in on pulverize, right? I mean, let's enhance. I gotta get to the enhanced stuff anyway, right? Press spacebar to duck. Alright, I did. I'm so surprised that I don't have a minimap, like with tab, that's kind of transparent, you know, that I could just run around with. All of their competitors have that.
Roads blocked. Should clear up when the storm has passed.
And Diablo 2 had that in the year of our Lord 1998. 9? See, we have maps to collect. Empty bottles. Tree house. Alright, equip. Mostly just looking for armor upgrades at this point.
anyone here?
A healer's tools.
What are you hiding back here?
What are you hiding? A strange skull, huh? Why are they making people collect fucking berries and shit? Because it's a modern game and modern games want people to do that. I don't know if I like pure mats. I like stuff that's useful and then also you can use it as a mat, kinda. When will you join? When will you live stream Feed Egg Game? Manzak Miniatures, I don't know what you're talking about.
Rifle through my fingers. Then at least have the decency to join me for supper.
Join me for supper.
I'm bloody hungry.
Sure. Back to waiting for Baldur's Gate 3. That's gonna be sick. I'm very looking forward to Baldur's Gate 3.
The story.
I wish it wasn't true.
I'll probably play 1 and 2 leading up to it, I imagine.
Why did I have that vision?
Thank those friendly villagers. They gave you the blood of Lilith.
Nice voice.
The blood of a demon.
Not just any demon. The daughter of hatred. The mother of sanctuary.
The mommy of sanctuary.
She was banished ages ago.
Betrayal at Krondor when? It's probably on Good Old Games, right? We could do some
she would come back.
solving riddles to open chests gameplay. That could be fun.
That's the question. Sanctuary has always been trapped amid the eternal conflict. A war between angels and demons. But Lilith serves neither side. She has her own plans for us.
Oh, word.
And me? Am I corrupted?
Not sure yet.
Oh,
But you two share a connection.
You're big corrupted.
What will you do about it?
Use it. Find out what she's after.
Good. Then we're in this together. Rest while you can. Then we'll start in Kiovashad. If we can't stop Lilith, we'll all be damned.
Oh, I'm not trying to stop her. You share a connection with the mommy of nightmares? That's our in. That's our in. We got so much in common. Someone asked me earlier if I like the dodge mechanic. I do. Seems properly
close to the city.
Quote unquote balanced in a way. On account of like when you press dodge, it interrupts all your other actions you were doing, as any proper dodge should. So it feels good to press. It's very responsive. It gives non-broken movement to at least, you know, the slower classes, we'll say.
Never thought I'd live to see all this.
Also, it means that there's going to be shit that, like, stuff that we're just supposed to be dodging all the time, as if it were, like an MMO raid boss. Which is neat. It's an obvious addition to the game mechanics. Take this copper vein. Oh, hold up, there's a circle? What's the circle? I'm going to go to the circle. Fuck going to the town like I'm supposed to. Let's explore. Wonder who Lorath is. Same. Can't figure it out.
Help! Please!
No.
Be careful!
I mean, sure. So for the next minute I have to kill demons so that you aren't hurt? Okay. Nice little overland quest. Stormstrike kind of good. I like the durability that it affords me. Oh no, she got hit once. Perfect run over it. NPC no hit run. Reset. Well, I guess I didn't need the double hit. I wasted my spirit. Absolute spirit wasters. Got him. And then one normal guy. One last little guy. Alright, murmuring orbs. Bone staff. Armor. That's it. So this is what? 80 DPS. 62, 31. Alright. Do I have to talk to the lady, or is she just out? She's just done? Okay. The last lady that asked me to save them tried to roofie me. True. Well, not only tried to, succeeded to. I mean, in a sense, they got what's coming to them, right? But still. I will always help people. No one needs to know why they succeeded. Only people who could argue are dead. True, I can, you know, I can say what I want. History is written by the victors, right? Although not always, actually.
The Cathedral of Light babbling about their Holy Father. Well, he's real. An angel walks among us. And when he learns that Lilith is here, blood will flow. They are ancient enemies. They'll drag the whole damn world into their feud unless we can stop it.
Alright.
Let's not linger. Heywoah lies just ahead.
No lingering. Heywoah.
To enter the city, you must
We have no time for this.
There is no time. Enemies overpowered by pulverize or stun for 2 seconds, or enemies hit with pulverize deal 20% reduced damage for 4 seconds. Let's keep the I'm invincible and huge motif alive.
To enter Heywoah, you must perform a cleansing ritual. It's a meaningless gesture, but some people take comfort in it.
How dare you?
Just let him through, lad. I've tried for years to get Lorath to do the ritual.
Fine, but this one stays.
I'll meet you inside.
Doesn't want to do the ritual.
From the shrine,
Suspicious.
with the sin which troubles you. Then
let's take some holy cedar.
As the fire
What is my...
so too will the light burn away.
What is my weakness? Let's see. Inscribed nothing but scribbles onto the wood? Damn. Well, looks like degeneracy isn't a viable option, so I guess I'll say pride.
Pride.
Inscribe virginity, yeah.
Good. You must feel as though a great weight has been lifted from you.
No, I still feel very heavy.
Welcome to Heywoah.
Burn away your virginity. We could rewrite this game.
So, what did you write on a little piece of wood?
A horse.
Something about hubris or pride. I'm off to the dry steppes in search of that pale man from your vision. I must know.
Yeah, time to pat myself on the back. Very proud of myself for doing that.
Retrieve something of mine while I finish my negotiations. A merchant in the center of the city has it. Just tell him I sent you. Cracked hooves, sway back, cloudy eyes. This poor thing is practically crow bait.
With what you're paying, you're lucky she has 4 legs.
She has 4 legs?
I was here first.
Fucking sniffer emote. Big Druid has a Twitch where he carves totems. I don't know. 4 legs you can take it or leave it. 4 arms though? Jesus Christ. You son of a bitch, I'm in. Alright, let's salvage.
Let's go salvage.
Actually, let's just salvage everything. I need items to be able to craft with.
So the old man's finally decided
That's
to
it.
fight back. No,
Araka.
he didn't mention coin, did he?
Iraka?
If he wants his weapon, you will need to pay.
Alright, I have to buy his fucking weapon.
Wait. The old man sold me this too. He said he didn't need it anymore, but I think he'd want it back all the same.
Oh, word? A strange amulet?
No charge.
No charge. Learn the waypoint. Waypoints can be used to point the way.
Apologies.
I had to pay for your weapon.
So gave me this amulet. What is it?
The music is very nice so far. I agree, Whiskey Lima.
An ancient order of scholars and mages, sworn to protect sanctuary from demons. These days, we are few in number. There is another Haradrim.
Donald.
His breadth of knowledge about demons is equal only to his hubris.
Hubris, good word.
Sounds like he could help us.
You should seek him out in Skosglen. But don't forget about the cathedral. They'll be expecting you, and they might prove to be useful allies too.
You're not coming with me?
I'm going to the dry steppes to find out who that pale man is. Join me when you can, just be careful. Your ties to Lilith, the visions you see. You are the key to finding her and stopping whatever she has planned.
I like Lorath. I like that guy. It's only because his voice is so good, but I like him as a character anyway.
Our paths in life are set to collide. We just don't know it. Whether it is by accident or fate's hand, there is nothing we can do about it. The wanderer lost in the storm, fed the blood of Lilith, saved by a lone monk.
Yo, that guard looks so sick,
Different
actually.
lives and incidents drawn together. By what? Destiny?
Damn, it turns out we are the main character and we
Or
have a
some
destiny.
greater power pulling the strings.
It's
I
a
did
big
not
fucking
know.
root carrot.
But at the time, I thought I had the chance to protect humanity from
Oh,
the
this is like a
daughter of
retrospective narrative. That's cool.
The Wanderer's connection to her gave me hope. Imagine that.
It gave me hopium. Imagine feeling a hopium. Nice.
Downright sinful, the price you're asking.
Find your purchase.
Just last week, I paid
I
half
will.
that for carrots.
You keep this up. We'll either be broke or starve.
It is locked. Can't do stuff yet.
Yes, well,
You seem
Bozan
concerned.
has yet to return from delivering our tithing demands to Menestad. Perhaps you could sweep the roads and see what's taking him so long. The cathedral must receive its dues.
I will. I will do it. I will be of help. Once a promising and devout member of the Knights Penitent, the heretic Sir Lina has renounced the light and now lives in darkness. The faithful should avoid Kilsick Plateau, where she has been seen most recently. I can fix her. We can fix her. Or so I thought at the time.
The new militia recruits have been training night and day. They deserve a little praise. But I can't let them see me as soft. Mind giving them a cheer for me? Easy coin for you, a boost of confidence for the recruits, and I get to go on being the hard ass. Everybody wins.
I will take care of it.
Diablo is just a satanic harem simulator. God, I wish. It would be so much better of a game. All right. How do I do this? Oh, customize. Got it. Okay, so cheer.
I cannot do that here.
Oh no, I didn't save my changes. Save changes. All right, we're good.
The beast lives within you.
The altered beast lives within you? Let's go.
Impressive.
Thanks.
I gave them encouragement.
I hope they don't get used to it.
Oh, and this is where I can change the world tiers. Got it. This one gives slightly more stuff, but it's slower. So this is the both easier and more efficient one to do the first time. I did not do it when I was first. I didn't do it in the server slam, and I wasted a bunch of time, but it was fun. Oh, an herb cache? Nice. At what point in the hero's journey does weapons shop start sponsoring you? Get your swords here. It's what Big uses, and he has killed 1 million imps. Hey, this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
In sin, children of darkness. But the Father's light can be sought through penitence and faith. Walk in the light. We must be ever vigilant against sin, brother.
Yes, Reverend Mother.
Let the light of Inarius burn away wickedness. Let not
Yes,
temptation lead you
Reverend
from his holy
Mother.
radiance. Let righteousness sear away corruption and sin. Cast out thy darkness, for only light must remain.
Cast out thine darkness, for only light must remain.
Is this the one from the west?
Yes, Reverend Mother. Did Lorath not accompany you?
He sent me on without him.
Putting faith in that old man was a mistake. What could possibly be of greater import?
The bald guy.
So, you know. We have received word from one of our knights of a demon sighting in Gale Valley.
What is this filter? It's from the stained glass window behind them, I assume.
Sighting in the west. If you would travel to Yelesna and take stock of the events there, you would have the gratitude of the Cathedral of Light.
That filter is the sun. I'm not familiar with the look of the sun.
Again, he fails in
Please
his
forgive
duty.
me.
With or without Lorath, the will of Inarius shall be done.
Please go outside and touch grass during the day. No.
Take the knight's report before you go.
Take the knight's report. I will.
Reverend Mother,
I'll take the knight's report, but I won't touch grass.
Sighting. Horned
Not
woman
even once.
near Yelesna Mines. Performed routine inspection. Nothing yet. Sent in priest and escort of knights. We'll report in when we find.
Alright, I wanted to just teleport to the middle of town because I thought it would work instantly. I guess there's a loading screen. And now it's nighttime and I wasted a bunch of time. Okay. Alright, I'm learning. I'm learning. Are we doing this side quest first? I think I should. Let's just do this side quest real quick. Side quest before main plot, after all. Those are the rules. Soundtrack list, creepy parts remind you of Spice and Wolf. I don't think I've heard of that, but good taste. Arctic bear? It's oh, I guess I'm doing actual 0 damage because there's another character here. Or I have to be within the orb. He's immune? Alright. That was painful.
I'm not ready yet.
Slam. I don't like other people helping me on my quests. I don't like that. I don't like seeing anyone ever. I mean, it made that quest a lot easier, I suppose. Alright, I do not need to press that button twice yet. As I'm learning.
I'm out of spirit.
No spirit having Druid. Get used to hearing that throughout the first 30 levels of the game. Real life leaking into the game. Maybe a little bit. Just a touch. Alright, I'll do this quest, then I'll go down in that cellar. Oh yeah, those guys explode in ice, don't they? Alright, let's clear this road out. Yo, archers? Did this. Change the 2 additional targets or 50% chance to make enemies vulnerable is good. Vulnerable bonus dam. So now I have a source of vulnerability and I have a source of crowd control, kinda. And I take less damage from everything. I guess it's up here. The last place I haven't gone. Investigate the road. Take some silver ore, though. You know what? I'm here, right? Let's go in the icy cave. I wonder if this is an entire dungeon or just... Oh, there's a loading screen. It's probably an entire dungeon. Alright. The side quest Black Hole begins.
We got separated.
No, it's not a dungeon. It's
My
just a
friends
cellar.
were cut down. I won't last on my own.
I can save you. I'll be a helper.
I can't take any more.
Get hit. Oh, there was one guy over here. I didn't see him. Losing time.
Thank you, Wanderer. Without you, I'd be dead.
Nice.
Think I can manage from here? Please, take this.
Where was that? Please take this humongous fucking treasure chest. Alright. Please take this. Ka-thunk. Soon I will be able to be a bear forever. I wonder when you can do that. I never got the permanent bear thing, even by 20. Perhaps it's a skill, perhaps it's a legendary affix. I wonder if it's even something that you can afford to take. Oh, okay. It's kind of nice seeing bear skills be good, because the last time there was a druid was D2, and the bear was trash. And werewolf was really good, but bear was very not.
Indeed,
Are you the monk?
My god turned on me.
Bear
tried to
Force
choke the
1.
life out of me.
Good one.
All I could do before I lost consciousness was go over the cliff. I need to return to Kuyovashad and request a night escort. Please, take the tithing demands to the merchant lord, Talgun, in Menestad.
Tithing demands? Okay. What is it? Embolden. Soul unrelenting evil. Embolden, huh?
Well done.
A spirit. Oh, we got a little dog. Or a raccoon or something. Nice. Man, how does Jupes get into so many video games? I don't get it. He's gotten in. Are they trying to invoke the Wanderer from D2? I think probably, yeah. There have been, Wanderer is kind of a common title in the Diablo universe a little bit, but the only one anyone cares about is from D2. The Dark Wanderer. Diabolo.
I am so very grateful. I will need to make the necessary arrangements. Please, excuse me.
Thanks for the follow, Reese. Nice hat. Sideways priorities. Thanks. I got it at a Sega event a long time ago. Also, I played Altered Beast for the Sega Genesis when I was a kid, and it wasn't good, but it was hilarious. You know, the whole Rise from the Grave meme. And it's fucking Zeus. Said you turn into kind of a bear, so I thought it was an appropriate hat.
Return the gemstones he stole.
Actually, it depends on what level you're on, but you become monstrous. You know, like, power up.
Bad enough I have to stand watch. Now I'm supposed to police the pickpockets?
Pickpockets?
I saw eyes in the darkness of the forest before I reached town. Glowing eyes. I've never been so terrified.
Good deal. Father, boys.
Veiled crystals. Wait, that was selling stuff. I thought that was to the blacksmith. We gotta rebuy.
I've held on to it for you.
Alright, we're rebuying and then we're converting them into stuff. All items. Need mats. 3 for free. Thanks for the sub. For 13 months? Lucky. Thanks for a baker's year. 13 months imprisoned in this place, all in all. Just another big on the wall of Pink Floyd. Nice. Good sub. We're gonna make switch hats right after we're done talking about it. Cruel. But alright. Let me kill these wolves quick. It's funny that it says immobilized when they're dead, you know? Like, yeah, I expect them to be immobilized when they are killed. But alright. Yo, another bear? Bear Brothers. His name is Jax. Good name. Good name. I think I have the better name, though.
Meros sent you. That spineless merchant. Ha! This will cost him dearly.
The spineless merchant. Just fucking destroyed. Double bear action. That guy had no chance.
It is locked.
Oh shit. I need a whispering key. I don't know what those are, but alright. In a game with skeleton warriors, immobilized on death isn't entirely wasted. You're not wrong. That is a good point.
So, the deed is done. Excellent. I knew you.
Hey man, have you been watching the AOS World streams? I haven't. I don't normally.
I'm sure you've heard
I don't normally spectate.
We will no longer suffer at the hands of the lesser.
Mostly because they're often like broadcast early morning when I'm asleep.
To triumph over the weak.
Anything cool happening? Any big news? Alright, so I could go to Korguinistan over here. Oh, I didn't get the fucking waypoint? Jesus. Well, you got me. Absolutely destroyed. So Tarnished Lusta, or Unforeseen Visit, or that. I guess we'll go over here. Am I going all the way back here to get a waypoint? I think I probably am, right? Because there's quests in there as well. Time to reset the run. It's over. Playing with chat. Right now I'm just soloing, doing the story, reading all this stuff, you know. If I was playing with other people, I wouldn't want to be I wouldn't want to be like slowing them down, you know. I'm not playing fast. I did make a guild right away, so we got that going for us. Okay, it doesn't look like it connects. Ooh, maybe it connects down here? Okay, so, fine. You know what? Fucking fine. I'll get it. It's probably a little town. It probably has side quests in it.
Yet.
Oh, I have a skill point available. Just pulverize, right? We just max it out at this point. Because we got our super thing, we got our other super thing. Just max the slam. Fun game so far, but nothing hugely unexpected. Squig took out the single. Teams start tonight, you think? Nice. You know, squigs are pretty good. Squigs are P good. Alright, I think these are... Yeah, okay. So that's the icon for a cellar, not a dungeon, which means it'll be quick. When opening a chest, is the loot specific to you, or can others swipe it from you? It is personal loot. And it's a little bit of smart loot. Not like 100%, but it's like 90% smart loot, so it won't... Stuff that you can't use won't drop. For the most part. Or very rarely it does. The knockdown. Right, it seems like even on World Tier 1, I still have to, like... I don't know. Kind of avoid things. It seems like the game wants me to avoid stuff. Which is okay. The entire purpose of this build is so that I never have to dodge anything again. I plan on being too huge, but we got a long road ahead of us for that one. The goal is to be so huge that you don't actually have to play the game. So, soon. Yo, that guy's big. Big ice monster.
I do not have enough spirit.
It's Reaper of Souls loot system, you think? Not that they ever show us what's under the hood? Yeah. Bits. Thanks for the bits, Hootie Doog. Appreciate the 500 bits. Thanks a lot. Thanks for enjoying the stuff. Oh, cool helmet. Nice. Got a wolf antler helmet, looking kind of cool. This is a level 12 plus quest. I'm level 8. Let's see if we can do it.
You there, please, help!
Am I missing something? Someone said please help. I don't see anyone on screen. Iron chunks. I'll take a totem. It's Sonata. Alright, well the one huge slam at least does a lot of damage, but that guy might be too strong. 4 levels above me? Oh dear.
You there! Please help!
I'll help you. Nope, I can't. I'll be interrupted. Oh, he has a charge? Okay. Alright, I have 1 potion left. Can I just Rochambeau this guy down? I think I can. I think I have the power. We did it.
I must wait a moment.
Technically succeeded.
Will you help me, stranger? Without you.
Oh, well, sheesh. Okay. That was somebody else's. That's not fair. That was the one that other character just ran away from. That sucks. Now I have to beat it twice.
I'm out of spirit. I'm not ready yet.
Alright. Technically a success. Give me that check. Legendary. Hey, thanks for nothing, other player. I had to beat your boss for you, and then beat the other boss. And I'm 4 levels under leveled. Get your life in order. Sorceress. Possibly Necromancer. I'm not sure what their class was. Ogre build if you can't ride beasts. Become one. True. Alright, this area is level 15 plus. That sounds good. Smiting Boneweave Gauntlets. Increase critical strike chance against injured enemies. While you are healthy, you gain increased crowd control duration. That sounds like crap, but its base stats are technically better than mine, so we're going with it. Actually, hold up. Hold up. Looking on this map here, we can't enter the house. Oh, okay. No house entering. Thought I saw a secret room or something. Investigate the village.
Blessed are you who will die.
Hello, priestess. You the nice kind of priestess? You are not.
The holiest of welcomes.
Oh, the damage. The damage they deal. Oh dear. This is a problem. That's a lot. Ooh, I appear far away too. Sucks. Oh no, wait, that's the death location, alright. Alright, we try again. Maybe I'm supposed to kite them or something. Or maybe I'm supposed to get 15. One of the two. At least they die pretty quick. Oh, also, the place is on fire. Got it. Investigate the villagers' homes. This is a level 15. Probably shouldn't be here yet. Ooh, a ring. I wonder if I can leave and come back. Because I want to... What I really was going through here for... Let's get that waypoint.
I'm out of spirit.
Okay. Yeah, level 15's too high. Wasting time. Any do 300 things at the tier 1, I appreciate it. Oh, big. Yeah, except they're too big. I need to get larger. Oh, hey, a guy my level. Remind me to return there when I'm 15. Or even like 12 or something. Also looks like if I kill one guy, I'll level up, which is nice. Is hell Taiga? Dude, Taiga? Is it Taiga or Taiga? How is that word pronounced? I only know it from the red-green dual land. I don't know it from anything else. Taiga, not Taiga. I've always said Taiga, but I also never knew if I was right or not. So here we are.
An axe. Specifically the axe of the woodsman. A man who stalked and butchered travelers in this area.
The woodsman.
Rumor has it, the woodsman disappeared recently and left his weapon behind. The priest who hired me didn't offer much more to go on. At this rate, I'll freeze before I find the damn thing. If you help me find the axe, I'll
Bought your first LARP sword today, and you got it at a reasonable cost. Looking forward to it arriving. Oh. So they sold it at a reasonable price. Hello, blacksmith. Actually, the rings are for resistance. Cool. Everything else we just salvage. Give me more slam. Alright, what's this? Region progress? Bonus XP and a skill point? Let's go. Take it. Hey, thanks. Barbarian. Damaging an elite enemy grants you a barrier absorbing up to 78 damage for 10 seconds. The effect can only happen once every 30 seconds. That sucks. After killing an enemy with Shroud, your next werewolf skill generates bonus spirit and deals bonus dam. That's cool if I was a werewolf, but I'm not. And then that's Rouge only. Necromancer only. Bloodhowl increases crit by 5. In addition, Bloodhowl also affects nearby companions and players. It's actually really good. I thought Bloodhowl was a pretty good skill when I was in the slam. It's good for just going around and leveling because it's a button you press every 30 seconds that just is a potion. Okay. Altar of Lilith, but I can't click it. Great. Look for the woodsman's axe. Get slammed. Oh, that's cool. Damn. Wizard's kind of sweet. He didn't have to do anything, and the bolt just, like, went everywhere. He didn't even have to run up to dudes. Kind of nice. I mean, I am, like, AoE Charles Barkley shut up and jam. So that's cool as well. But that looked like a good skill. The combatant. Alright, infested cottage. Ah, fresh meat. Boy, it is. waiting for them all to gather around me, and then we kill all of them. Oh, I'm frozen. There we go. Spoida.
I do not have enough spirit.
Oh, my spirit. I've trapped you. You are trapped. Give me loot. Is it a big sword? It's probably not quite big. You're not trying to compensate for anything. Also, in real life, due to how physics work, swords are incredibly heavy. And there just aren't, like, huge anime swords. Like, they just don't exist. They're so impossible to use for humans in any actual fight. I don't know how LARPing swords work. I don't know if they're made out of metal or not. But I assume they're at least slightly realistic. Sized. Alright, where's the woodsman's axe? Increased health. Alright, I believe it. I was working on the railroad for a while through that guy. You know, this guy has frozen on him. So I don't know if that guy is an elite or not, or what counts as an elite pack or a champion pack. But, oh boy. Alright, big pulverize. It's kind of hard to notice what counts as an elite or a champion pack here. That's just the same. Okay. Actual dungeon. So we don't walk around as a bear the entire time. Supposedly there's some way of doing that. I don't know if it's a skill you unlock or a big talent tree thing that you unlock or like a legendary power or something, but supposedly there's a way to do it. Which I'm kind of looking forward to. You gotta build your way up to stuff like that, I suppose. Bone staff. Yeah, +6 dam. I dodged that hit. I bet that hit was gonna hurt. I feel like I'm in charge of my gameplay. That one too. Circle things on the floor are stupid. I don't like them. They look like an arcade game. Big level. Alright, I've maxed that out. Are we maxing this thing out? Ooh, I got to this area. Building Roar, Blood Hool. Earthen Bulwark probably pretty good. Give me a heal dealer. move this? Move this to 3 or 4? I feel like my passive stuff should be on 4, but then maybe 4 should be for... Maybe 4 should be for, like, long cooldowns? I don't know. I'll figure out the keybinds eventually. Wolf power. Walk over the spikes, ignoring them. Okay, I needed to learn that eventually. Can you dash over something on the ground without taking damage from it? The answer is no.
They've been feeding on me. My soul. Please, take it back from them. Let it end.
That was me just starting to dodge out of the way. Fucking spiders. I think I kind of, yeah, the quick transforming in and out is kind of neat. He's using all the different shape shifts. Oops. Didn't mean to use that more than once.
No. Please.
Me. Cudgel. +5. Yo, and now I can have an offhand weapon actually. Alright, so I guess I should have kept an offhand weapon. I never thought I would get a one-hander with higher DPS than a two-hander, but we did it. Are the spiders driving the corpses like puppets? Yes. They like John Carpenter's The Thing up inside of them, and then... Oh wait, I need to destroy 4 more skeletal constructs in this dungeon. Which means... I don't know how I'm supposed to get over here. Maybe I go this way.
I need more time.
Wait a minute. +1 max evade charge? I didn't even notice those boots had that. Oh, we're gaming. Double dashies? Alright, now the real game begins. Blast wind? Kinda neat.
Spirit.
This blast wave is kind of sick. Red full spider. Got too close to it, I think. Defaced shrine. What could it mean? Alright, technically this is a totem. Alright, I'll take it. Nice. crucial object is missing. Okay, I need to find a crucial object. Big damn. Rocks fall, everyone dies. Damn, that crucial piece is pretty far away, huh? All those little tiny immobilizes. That's kind of funny. Slain Militia. You've only got your hands on an LRL endless spells. How did you paint them so that they match the rest of your army acting?
I'm out of spirit.
I'm out of skill. Boss monster. Oh, pole arms are illegal for a druid, huh? Can't do it. Against the law. Failed to dodge. Damn, I'm enjoying having this Blood Howl ability. It's like another potion. It's quite nice. I don't know if I'll end up using it in like an endgame build or something, but it's good for leveling up and just going from place to place and always having max potions. This ring. Bunch of stuff I technically can't equip. Brutal broadsword. Alright. Swords are banned. No swords allowed for the druid. Only axes and skull smashing the options. Only sledgehammers and great axes. And totems. That was a satisfying slash. Still haven't found a good thing to put that on. That proper, what's that thing called? The obelisk?
I must wait a moment.
Oh, I gotta wait 1 second. I'll take that club though. Urns. Kind of want to make a bone necro. Bone necro is supposed to be pretty good. Okay. Kills reduce the cooldown of Blood Howl by 1 second. Yes. Yes, sir. That sounds like a fix. Lots of spiders. Okay. Definitely a great deal of spiders. Lever activated. Stop running away from me. Can you dual wield? Yeah. Druid has one-hander plus totem or two-hander. Those are my options. As a druid, I can use a two-hander or I can use a one-hander plus a totem. Usually a two-hander is better. Sometimes if you level up a bunch and then find a one-hander, it's better. Hold on. Skull. Gatekeeper. Use the catacomb key to open the catacomb door. Alright. I'll do it. Just this once. Boss. Brood guard. I need more spirit, please, my spirit. I'm so low on spirit. Also, I kinda can't move. Now I can move. Alright, we're good. Oh, entangled, I see, okay. Entanglement. Entangled.
I must wait a moment.
Feels probably much easier on a ranged character. Oh, I'm entangled. That's a problem.
I must wait a moment.
Okay, so I can't kill those guys if I'm entangled because then they'll explode and I'll die. I'm learning. We use the werewolf howl. Extra potions.
I must wait a moment.
Good.
I do not have enough spirit. I must wait a moment.
Entangled. I'm getting there. Entangled. to him.
I'm not ready yet.
Alright. Surely this is enough. Alright, that boss was slightly annoying. The absolute entanglement. Controls the dialogue line spoken by the player when error text appears on the screen, such as, I don't have enough, I need more spirit. I gotta turn off the I need more spirit voice immediately. That had to end. I'm gonna be listening to that for 100 levels on Druid. I hope that was the right option. It may or may not have been, it seems. Anyway, I think I have to go all the way back because there was something over here, which was like put the thing on the thing. Do I have that? No, I don't. I don't have any quest items. Actually, I don't. Cleave symbol? Gimme. Cold shadow, just 6. Okay, the same. Just the same. You ever wonder how many people have died throughout the ages from allergies before we discovered epinephrine? What did they think killed people with allergies? I mean, really early on, probably some religious oogly boogly, and then after that, really basic but uninformed science. And just guesswork, because they're, you know, technology and knowledge available at the time. Oh, it's some humors thing, this and that. There wasn't really a... What do you call it? Like it took a while for the bacteria versus virus stuff to come out. They're probably doing what they could. This is a beta or a release? This is a release. This is a true, actual release. This is a game. That being said, how many people died from just allergies? Depends on how severe, but probably so many that it's kind of monstrous. Okay, I don't know what this defaced shrine thing is supposed to be. But I don't know what I'm... Oh, here. I didn't see that the first time. Obviously, it would be right next to it, right? He puts it on his back. I knew it had to be something. Oh, and then it just becomes a protection shrine? Alright, well now I know in the future. Now I know in the future how to deal with that. Leeches and bloodletting had to work. Otherwise, how would it have lasted so long? The placebo effect is pretty strong. Which is why we test against placebo, right? Just pure chance, placebo, and sometimes it did, depending on what it was, have a certain way of kind of working, just not as good as later stuff. Yeah. Kind of a combination of all that. Search the wilderness. Or the axe. Science has been done, yeah, but it's, you know, science is just the best answer we have so far, built upon all the other stuff we know. It's not like the end, it's a continuously improving prospect. Like the way we teach this stuff is, and then in the year 1200, this person had a really good idea, which was the best and most correct idea at the time. But 100 years later, this other person built upon all that, and they had an even better idea, based on the knowledge they had at the time, and it was the best idea anyone had had at that time. And then, 100 years later, this was the most right answer so far, etc., etc. I bet it's this way. Corpse bows hurt. They do good damn. Spider host. Imagine some dude runs up to you, briefly turns into a werewolf to howl, and then turns back into a normal person and just hits you with his axe. Oh sick, the butcher? I mean the woodsman? That guy looked cool. Looked a lot like the butcher. Was that the butcher? Do you chill for the Ultimate Edition, Neo Kevlar? Unless you are in a race. Are you in a race? Are you trying to beat the game faster than other people and get to be the first person to level 100 or something like that? You know. If you're not, then... Or if you're a content creator that, like, has to pay extra money to be able to get people to watch you over the weekend, that's a reasonable... That's a good reason to get the streamer edition.
I confess, I'm eager to leave this place.
And then the third option
I can't shake the
is
feeling that I'm being watched.
you got an extra 10
To
bucks
get this thing back to Ministad and collect
and
my
your
data.
life is comfortable.
Thank you
And you
for
just
your
want to
help.
play the new game over the weekend. And those 2 days off from work is worth it to you. Then go ahead. But Diablo 4 will be around for a while. People will be playing it forever. It's not like an MMO where you're just behind forever. You're in the second wave now or something like that. I don't know. If all your friends are buying it right now and you're the odd man out, you know, maybe there's some FOMO there. Healing potion upgrade. Alright, let's go. You ran into the butcher in the beta, he one-shot you? Okay, well then that wasn't the butcher. I guess that was the woodsman. Potion upgrader. I want to increase my potency.
Well, you certainly have the look of someone who spends a lot of time in the wilds. I expect you'll also want some of my elixirs, but let's focus on your healing potion for now.
Ahem. Pardon
I
me.
have some extra materials we can use this time. If you want to improve your healing potion further, or
He looked cool, but he went down like a jump. Well, it's world tier
you'll need
1.
to source your own
Also, I'm a main
ingredients.
character who's huge, so...
I'll not leave these walls.
You want some good looking water in those pots? I think that looks very nice. Increase the potency. Gimme. Alright, 20 is the next one. Elixirs. I could build these if I wanted, but they're temporary and I don't care. I'm trying to use world buffs in a goddamn single player game, but eventually maybe I'll have to.
Let's have a look at you, hmm?
I want to upgrade my equipment.
Buckles need reinforcing. This leather's cracked. What have you been getting yourself into, huh? Look, you live or die by the quality of your equipment.
True.
If you've the coin...
If you have the coin. Alright, so I need to upgrade one item. I'll upgrade this rare. It needs 10 of that. $400 bucks.
Alright. Unexpected.
There, I upgraded an item. Quest complete. One more thing to do in town. You got the Giga Chud edition on accident because it's letting you install the game now. Maybe it's just letting you install and then it says error, not alpha enough to play today. Betas must wait till Tuesday or something like that. We'll see. We'll see what it says.
As I'm sure you know, even seemingly mundane objects sometimes contain great power. I
don't have to listen to Demian. I don't have to. I don't want to. Imprinto. Codex of Power. After swapping weapons 6 times, gain 15 fortify. Well, that sounds like a barbarian power that I don't have. Sounds like a burian. Oh, wardrobe? Let's go. Alright, the dress up begins. Time to play dress up. Here's our stage. I can purchase extra slots for hundreds of thousands of gold coins. We can get looking good. I don't care. Appearance. Yo, I can change stuff? Nice. I can change my jewelry and makeup and markings. But not my hair. I can never change this awful haircut. Uh-oh. Headstones? Oh, this is like what your body looks like if you're dead. Neat. Time to play bear dress up. Okay. It's time. Next quest area. Oh, hold up. Am I supposed to repair my gear? I think I died one time. Right? Is there like a repair? Yeah, repair function. There we go.
Not bad.
I died one time. My hardcore run would be over. We would be starting over fresh this stream. Imagine. Your return town portal will be closed if you leave town. That's stupid. I want to keep that portal open forever and then use it later. Lame. Bear on bear action. Yo, and leveled up? Damn, nice. Okay, these guys are called arsonists, and I definitely thought they were called aristocrats the first time I read the name. Bloodhowl generates 20 spirit. Yes. So good. Okay, so now when we're running in between packs of monsters, I'm getting my health and spirit back just over and over and over forever. Good quality of life while I'm leveling up. Oh, warg. Berries. Nice. It is a book. Wants me to go there. I'll do it. I'll go there. Man, this is annoying. I keep trying to press tab to see where I'm going on my minimap. But it like kind of stops character movement unless you've clicked like past the area that you're going to. If only this game had a absolutely normal feature. Like a tab. Like a tab map. I think that's my only complaint so far. Like whilst actually playing the game.
You're kind.
So far,
but it's nothing that
it's the most noticeable complaint I'll say.
Was a fool for
is I
trying to
can't
get into the
believe
old
there's not
Lights
a
watch outpost. The place is
transparent
overrun with
minimap.
fiends. I only wanted to. I believe my mother Soliana was stationed there. However,
And
the
I don't know
church
why they
keeps
didn't do that.
everything but its records in the
I
light.
was so
There
at
must be
first
something
I was
left
super
behind at
cynical.
the
I was like the
outpost by
ultimate
Knight's Penitent.
cynical take, right?
Don't worry.
Where I'm like, the only reason I could think they wouldn't add it is so you had to look at your character more. You could see your character better so that you can see the cosmetic items you purchased on the store. And that was like my red pill, you know, cynical take. But I don't think that's true. I think that's not correct. I actually have no idea. Because I've seen high-level gameplay. The entire screen is filled with 100 numbers that are just all 73 million damage. You can't see anything. So it couldn't be that. I actually don't know why they don't have it. G3 had that, bro. Diablo 2 had that.
By bandits. The hunters think Perithan set them up. That cannot be right. He
Like
is
20 years ago,
but he wouldn't do something
ARPGs
like that.
had that, and then everyone
I
just
want
has
to
it.
look for him, but the woods
Because there's like no
are
reason not to.
dangerous.
Diablo 4?
Could
No.
I perhaps hire
Weird.
you as a
Not sure why.
Yes.
Thank you.
Big yes.
Before we leave, we should ask
That's it.
around
Everything
town.
else feels really good.
Maybe he came back on his own.
And just fun and nice. That's my only, like, I have other complaints, but I understand why they would choose to do something else. This one, I have no idea why.
But let me know.
At least with some of the itemization, I'm like, okay, that's one way to do it, and that's fine. I would like a different way, ideally, but, you know, this one works, so whatever. And a lot of my complaints are basically like that, you know, where it's like,
Yes,
I would prefer something else, but I
darkness
understand
is
why
all
they did
around
this, and
us,
it's still fun.
threatening to close in at
Map
any
thing,
moment.
I have no clue.
It
Red
is
Civic,
our
C, thanks for
struggle
the
to keep it at bay,
follow, I
if
appreciate it.
only just barely. Back when the Knights Penitent still patrolled these woods, they would construct great sanctified braziers to ward off evil.
Would they?
There is one not far from here. If you wish to help us push back the darkness, you could light it.
Oh, I'm pushing back on the darkness. That's for sure.
No. Perithan does his very best to avoid me.
Periton.
I should hope he's somewhere praying for his own salvation. We gave up long ago.
Oh. It's a rough one, kid.
I see. So our young brother failed in his pilgrimage to the monastery.
He did. He did fail.
But no worse than any of us have earned, is it? Death of fang and claw, of freezing, of the pyre.
Of
Our
freezing.
sinful bodies deserve no better.
Nice. Quest complete. Listen to stuff. Get waypoint. Talk to lady. I'm looking for Parathan.
Why?
Sometimes when you click that, you click it, the menu goes away, and nothing happens, and you just have to click it again. That's weird. Probably some sort of bug. But it's so minor, I guess I don't care. It's just kind of, it's strange. Strange that that would happen. Maybe I'm pressing something wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be the one who is wrong. Ooh, berries. 7 bite berries.
I knew he was desperate.
Oh, huge. Can't deal with the pulverize. Okay, is this a dungeon that I want to do? Lucky hit. Barbarian only? No thanks. Like, I'll do every dungeon eventually, but while I'm leveling up, I'm only gonna do dungeons with, like, Druid abilities. And then fucking pulverize is sick.
Do you see any clues? I didn't want to believe it, but I've seen those scars before on unsavory types who sometimes met with Parathan. It seems
The
he's
West
gone
Theron
too far
tunnels.
this time. He has strayed so far from the light.
Oh, the damage shrine? Okay. A million undead minions that Giga Blast whatever I attack. That's a decent shrine. Overpowered attacks deal bonus damage. I know, that's why they're overpowered. Alright, can I keep this bow thing long enough that I can? Nice. Alright, the fear zone on the ground is a little larger than what it looks like. Larger than the animation on the floor. Lesser totem. Somewhere. Probably not there, right? Yeah. I gotta stay in this area. Slaying knife. Slicers teleport behind you and nothing personnel kid you? That's cool. Kinda neat. Help Lack then find the bandit hideout. Okay. Well, I went the exact wrong way twice. There's only one way to go. The slide. Oh man. Dudes.
This must be it. Let's go. I'm ready.
There's the slicer. You lose durability and become less effective. Okay, so it's not just durability. You like kind of suck after you get rezzed until you're repaired. Interesting.
I can overlook my
I wonder if it lowers your
brother.
damage and
It's no
stuff.
longer light.
It's kind of neat.
Grant me the strength to bring your justice upon my own blood.
More justice. Alright, we got to the low damage segment of the Druid run. Except for that one hit. Nice. 89. It's weird fighting humans in Diablo. Like, just bad guys. Yeah, they're not even like, I don't know, demons or like cultists or something like that. They're just like bad guys. They're criminals. This door is locked. You must find a key. Here is the key. Alright, key discovered. I wonder if the key's placement is random, so sometimes it takes you forever to find it. Does Diablo always drop this many orange items, or is this streamer luck? I have found one orange item. I found one orange item so far. And I'm level 12. It's hard to compare it to the other Diablos because they all have such different loot systems. Between 1, 2, and 3. Like, so different. Diablo 2, there's no way. I mean, if you're like giga lucky, sure. But basically no. And the orange items are very different in D1 or like D2 and D3 and 4. Diablo 3, at least on launch, the chance of finding anything good for you was artificially, well, I guess everything is artificially because they get to choose, but it was like really low so that they would so that you would have to use the auction house basically. Anything could drop. It was so rare to find anything that was good, much less that was good that you wanted. And they kind of did that so that you had to use the real money auction house. And then that went away eventually, and the game changed a lot, but... Slammed. So I need to move out of that a little faster. Wow, you're just gonna give me all these health potions. I guess I'll use them. Oh. Whoops. We'll get him next time.
What
have you done? How could you have fallen so far? Margrave demands justice, brother.
I thought the yellows were top tier. Ignore me. No big deal, T-Rex. The game gives you way too many yellows, though. I wouldn't even call them rare, right?
Nobody was supposed to get hurt.
I've gotten like 1 million rares so far. Way too many. But I guess it's a different type of ARPG. I shouldn't really compare it.
You'll never convince
But
the others.
rare items seem pretty common.
We can't return to Margrave.
And blue items are just like entirely worthless, and white items are useful when you are exactly level 1 and stop becoming useful when you're approximately level 3 or something like that. It seems.
Start over. Thank you for your help.
And so I might ask why. Like why are white items even like in the game?
Trust you not to tell anyone where
Maybe you convert them into materials, I suppose. Okay, so we leveled up Bloodhowl. What am I, 13? Is it time for Earthen Bulwark, or am I defensive enough as it is? I heard this thing was really good to level up with, but I've never used it before. I heard that Poison Creeper was like OP for leveling. But I never got to use it. So I'm gonna just try. I'm gonna see what it's like. And I think I want this to be 1. I'm just pressing this all the time. Find strangle all surrounding enemies, immobilizing them for seconds, and poisoning them for seconds. Okay. Yeah, I heard that this thing was OP for leveling, which is a big change. In D2, Poison Creeper is like kinda good, level 10 or something, but probably not worth putting any points into, honestly, when you can just get like a scepter or something and club stuff until you get Fisher. And then just start the actual Fisher God leveling, which will carry you up until like, jeez, probably Nightmare Hell whenever it goes in the fire. The boss is the blood-pilled hunter of Diablo, more annoying than dangerous. Yeah, but he's gonna get those victory points. You gotta watch out for it. Oh wait, I'm supposed to be using this all the time. Because it increases my spirit now, so that I can importantly be at max spirit and life basically every time I start a fight. Got 1 yellow at level 11? That's crazy. They seem to drop like candy. And they were in the Server Slam as well. You are... Could it be that you have bad luck? I'll do this. That was cool. Did you see that? That Slicer was trying to get me, and the Vine outed him from stealth mode. That was kind of sick. Wait. I can just click. Oh, that's quality of life. You can just click. Go to the front of the dungeon. That's nice. I don't have to walk back. Alright, the game is saved. The game is absolutely saved. I have to go here. This is probably a town, though. What to do? How's my inventory looking? Yeah, mostly empty. Yeah, let's do the stuff. We can go to town later. Yo, the boys are here. Alright. Let's see what this Poison Vine is doing. Alright, Poison Vine, there he is. Okay, so... Poison Vine not really a thing. Maybe if I press the button. Vine strangle all surrounding enemies, immobilizing them for seconds and poisoning them for damage. Surrounding enemies? Surrounding me or surrounding the vine? Let's find out. Okay. Alright, I see. So the thing about vine that's good isn't the vine. It's when you press the vine button. Kinda nice. The level 15 quest from the early area. Ooh, yeah, I gotta go back and do that. You are right. I will do that. I think my plan is do this quest, go to this town, get the waypoint, and then once I have the waypoint, do the level 15 thing. Because I'm 13 now, that should be fine. I was like not dying necessarily at 8. I just couldn't kill anything. And I've gotten a bunch of skills now, so I think I can go back and do it. I'm already kind of not picking up white items. How big are now? Oh no, I must have just missed it. This must be a quest that everyone has. Yo, Henya's playing D4? Holy shit. Based. Streamer. I knew she was best girl. Holy shit, gamer. Although she beat Sans in Undertale. So, actual gamer confirmed. I'm not surprised. I probably used that too early. I bet there was a better point in which I could use that. What's that? What's that thing on the ground moving around? This is something I just killed. Okay, so it seems like sometimes there's a huge zone on the ground. And when that zone is on the ground, person heals to full life. What's the issue? What's the thing? I'll take the chest. Let me rephrase, how big are we now? That's fine. It was funny. Diablo. I am 13. So another 30 levels or so, and Druid will just about start coming into its own. Supposedly. I'm supposed to find a journal here, so let's do that. Oh, a group and AoE quest. This is one of those, there's like a, I can't remember what they're called, fortification quests or keeps or something like that. And they're like outdoor quests that are kind of cool, and they give you, like they become a town once you save them, I think. They're kind of sweet. You've been laid to rest. How do we get her in the clan? I don't know that she'll ever know who I am. And maybe it's better that way. You gotta keep your parasocial under control somehow, right? You think we're gonna get a mech for Cities of Sigmar? I hope not. I sure hope not. We spam the abilities. Thank you for the chest. And then, hey, look at that, we're max spirit. That's kind of nice. Steam Tank Mark II. Yeah, I guess they did have a Steam Tank in the old game, so maybe they're just going to give him one in this one. Why not? Because I would like for them to have at least a kind of consistent technology level. I suppose there are different cities, and one city could have better technology than another city, and I would probably be fine with that. You know, I guess that's fine. Then again, I think people get anal about technology level a lot, and they're just not thinking realistically. You know? Every society has a wildly different technology that is being used by the people in it. Right? And not just rich people have the good stuff and poor people have the bad stuff, but, you know. People have cars driving around right now that... Here's a car from the 80s, here's a car from the 90s, and yet it's 2020. Some people still have flip phones. Different countries are specialized in different average technologies and stuff like that. So there's a lot more variance, and most people end up using worse than what is like the newest or something like that in a culture. So I guess that does make a little sense. I need a key for that. KO has sky ships. Nothing's off the table for AOS tech levels. I mean, not nothing, but some people have better tech, some people have worse tech. What does Cities of Sigmar have? Well, Kind of a mixture of a lot of stuff. I wonder. I'm sure there's a document somewhere that gives them rules about it. Resplendent chest. Do a horse staff. Gimme. Yo, Havoc walking stick. Nice. Havoc walking stick with like a elk antler.
Our new recruits are proving themselves strong. I've grown
Also, we got the journal.
Knight Soliana Costa. Her devotion to the faith could cast even the
I used the
darkest
potion
shadow
and I
of
didn't
doubt
need to.
from anyone's mind. It's easy to talk to her about those I left for the calling of the light. She had to leave her family too. A son.
Active poisoning duration is increased. Critical strike chance is increased by 20% against enemies strangled by the poison creeper. I guess. Oh no, I don't want to immobilize him longer, and I kind of don't care about the poison duration. Maybe we Heart of the Wild or Abundance. Just max spirit. Just spirit. I think I want more spirit. Yeah. Just want spirits. Eventually I'll get bulwark as well for like a defense button to press. Scorcher. Like, how are they still using muskets and regress to cannons on sticks when there's canonical cartridge ammunition being made in the cities? I mean, I could give you a spin zone thing. Like, it's expensive to outfit 20,000 soldiers in the most expensive brand new technology. I feel like Heroes or Delta Team or something might have the best stuff, but if you're one of the average mooks that's supposed to die in the first wave, you probably got the old shit stuff. That's not a very fun answer as it pertains to like a game, though. So maybe it's a bad one. Rakhundle? Yo, Rakhundle? More like Smackhundle, dude got destroyed. So... Watchman's Cave.
We received the order. Our company has been called away on a mission for the light. I know that, like the others who have been called to serve,
I don't know if there really was a trap on the ground, but it looked like it, and so I avoided it.
we have already given everything to the church. Must we give up our lives as well?
Yes. Yes, you must. Hey, get immobilized. Kicking those doors open.
Please, help us! We came here to purge this evil, but now
I'm here to purge this evil.
I can't leave my friends here.
Rank of Ravens, life regen,
We can't do
just
it
strength, poison creeper. Hey, sure.
There
Oh, I'm using Poison Creeper. Let's go. It's actually a thing I'm using. Stop attacking my friend. Stop it. I have to physically walk over to kill stuff.
This can't be happening! Keep fighting, or we all die!
They're all gonna die. Literally 0 adventurers alive, quest failed. Ugh. Thorns? Can I... Oh, there is a sort function. Good, okay. Nice, so I can just look at all this stuff and quickly determine. Alright, quest failed because the monsters just killed the guys and I'm slow as fuck. Alright, only the boss and then we teleport back. Max resources. This game is already out? It is. It is. Pretty fun. Is this a lectern? It's not. Okay. Oh, I thought that was just a boss room. Actually, it's a whole thing. Jeez. All right, boss time. Prologue. This slam shit is so funny. I'm enjoying myself. We've almost died. Challenge complete. Conquering a stronghold. Conduitron, let's fucking go. Every ability is the same, it's just like teleport and slam. Alright. You know what? I might be the only person in the world here. Tell me if I'm crazy. I don't like conduits, or I don't like shrines. I think they're too strong. I think they matter too much. I can see into the future when you're trying to do like some impossibly hard greater rift like in Diablo 3, and if it doesn't have good shrine placement, you just like reset. Okay, I like being able to spam this fucking shit though, obviously. That part is fun, but I think they're maybe too impactful.
I told her that
too
her son
OP.
would rather grow up with a mother, and we could start over, away from this frozen
This is what Druid plays like when you don't have to worry about
She
spirit.
refused. Soliana said to run would be to abandon the light and a better world for her son. Perhaps she's right.
They're kind of boring. Yeah, like half of them are do incredible damage, be awesome, and then a few of them are just like do nothing. But I don't know. I didn't like them in Diablo 3 for the reasons stated. So I don't want them to be like that in D4. Revenant kind of big. Kind of high damage. Alright. Basic skills generate more spirit. Wild impulse. Or abundance. I'll take some abundance. More spirit. You just waited for the stars to align and then turbo boost and then did nothing for like 2 more minutes until your cooldowns came back up. Yeah, but then again, I mean, I think Diablo 3 endgame was so hated universally that surely they wouldn't make that mistake again, right? Surely they wouldn't. Are we just Rochambeauing? Oh no, he does a frontal attack that does less damage, I get it. Does he zoom? He zooms. Okay, he's a zoomer. Oh, let's freeze him. Oh, it doesn't work on him, he's a boss. You can, like, kind of get out of the way. Oh, but then you can get caught, though. Boots. There we go. How do I get to the overworld map? Okay. Clicking down here. Got it. Oh wait, I have to... Stronghold must be conquered first. Oh, that's this thing. Okay, I got it. Sorry. I'm learning. I'm new. Yeah, we are... We need a town visit stat. Get rid of this crap. Any upgrades? Nope. Alright, am I past the point of caring about armor? And I should just look at stuff like willpower and cold resistance and things like that? I think we are.
What will it be?
All items.
Came apart nicely.
Alright. Sweet inventory space.
So you have. I can smell it from
Updating your drivers for the first time in like 4 years to run this game. Thoughts and prayers.
The light shines through.
Watch out that it doesn't reset whatever your default sound device is, because it really likes to do that, which is annoying.
I see. So my mother was a knight penitent.
My mother.
Would she have made the same choice if she saw what the world has become? Thank
Probably.
you for bringing this to me.
Failed crystals, murmuring orbs. Shall we get a stronghold? Is it time? I can always teleport back here. I think I'm strongholding. We're holding strong. Let's see, 3.5 hours, it's 9 p.m. I might get up and stretch my legs.
Father bless. What
Make
do
a
you need?
sandwich. You guys want to watch a music video?